the next counter is IGI, that is International Gemmological Institute. Vijay Sharma from Bengaluru is asking about this counter. He's saying that the share has touched bottom line in the past 2 days, and he wants to know if this is the right time to invest. He already is holding 90 shares at an average price of 355. Asta, they announced their earnings, day before yesterday post market hours, and as per my analysis, there were a couple of reasons as to why the stock has fallen so much. First one being that the revenue growth was just 6%, versus the jewelry companies which have definitely clocked a double-digit growth in this festive season. And in the con call, they also mentioned that their share of lab-grown diamonds has overall gone up. Plus, their trade receivables have gone up significantly, and cash flows have also turned negative. So, this is my reading, but what's your reading with respect to the results? And from a longer-term perspective, is this a good counter to enter at the current levels?
I don't think so, because I think IPO came in December, if I remember correctly, and it was at the issue price of around 417. So from that, we have seen a sharp fall. Although they provide certification, they are one of the global leaders, and the kind of work which they are into, they have no close competition. But idea here is that how much growth we can see in certain type of or such type of business. So that is the major concern. And apart from that, you have rightly said the financial performance was not up to the mark. So, and we have seen the stock has shown a very, sharp downside momentum. So there is no need to make entry into this counter, because even I am not very much positive on the growth outlook going ahead. And idea here is to just try to exit from this counter at any upper level, but don't make entry into this counter. And exit is a strategy which I would like to recommend for this counter.
The call on IGI. I must confess, I didn't really see a reason for the stock to get beaten down as much, but the way that Asta is looking at it, perhaps it does warrant the kind of downside that it's seeing. Trent is the name of the counter that we're talking. Actually, let's go to our caller. Suresh is calling us from Hyderabad. Hi, Suresh. How can we help you?
Hi, I'm holding SAIL, Steel Leather of India at 110.
Okay.
But from past couple of days, I'm seeing some recovery. So in this recovery, can I expect? I'm holding around 1,000 shares.
Okay.
Can I add 1,000 more to target for around 130 to 150 in a time within 3 to 6 months?
Okay. Since you have a short-term time horizon, let me go across to Swati on this one. Swati, he's bought at levels of 110, not too far away from the current market price. What are the upside potential for the next 2 to 3 months, or maybe even a little more than that?
Yeah, Alex, the view is definitely positive because the counter is forming a very cluster supports nearby 198 levels. And from there onwards, from the last 2 months, we have seen a very strong consolidation phase within the range of 100 to 110. 110 is the breakout level if it manages to give the breakout of level stat level. 130 is the likely target for the coming 1 to 2 months or 3 months in period of time we can witness stat levels. So definitely one should hold on the long positions. Downside, you can keep a stop loss of 98 rupees. I'm looking for a target of 130 levels in the few months as such.
All right, so that's the view with respect to SAIL. The next counter that we're talking about is Trent. Pradeep has bought at levels of 5,100 and he's bought 100 odd shares. He wants to know whether he can continue to hold or buy more at the current levels. Asta, what's the view like for Trent?
So I think view is to hold this counter rather than making exit or making entry also. So I would not suggest any of these two. Just remain invested in this counter, because results were okay, but I think markets were expecting more or a stronger set of a number, and there were certain concerns which the market were having at the time of the result outcome, and that is why we have seen the stock has not performed well. So better to wait for the more clarity to come on the financial performance side. So hold is a strategy which I would like to recommend rather than making entry or exit in this junction.